Hello and good day. My name is Goven Barrera and I am the representative of Group 1 for the course ME139L. We are from section B2 and I will be presenting our group's preliminary datasheet number 4, which is for the experiment regarding the calibration of platform balance. So the group members are as follows: Barrera, Goven; Hundangan, Raphael, Brent; Ojo, Praise; Peñarroyo, Mark Paul; and REYNES, Nathan, Saul. So proceeding to our preliminary datasheet, the first table shows the accuracy of the platform balance. So highlighted in red are the calculated values, which are presented below here, uh, the formulas. So an example would be for the corners. So for corner 1 of trial 1, it is calculated by multiplying the average by the number of the readings, which is 5. And then we subtract them by all of the corners, the values of the corners. So for example here, corner 1 for trial 1 is 14.98 times 5 minus the corners 14.9, 14.99, 14.95, and 15.08, which gives us a result of an answer rather of 14.98 kilograms. This is in kilograms. And the next value here that was computed is the average, and it is calculated by taking all of the corners plus the center and then dividing them by 5. So average for the average mass for the trial number 5 is the sum of the corners plus the center, which are 75.21, 74.9, 74.97, 75.13, 74.97, and all of those will be divided by 5. So the average for trial number 5 is 75.036. So for the next one is the absolute difference. It is simply the platform load minus the average. So for the absolute difference in trial 1, it is 15, the platform load, minus 14.98, the average, which is uh, 0.02 for the absolute difference at trial 1. The percent error, lastly, is calculated by taking the difference of the platform load and the average, and then dividing that difference by the platform load, and then multiplying it by 100%. So again, for trial number 1, the sample will be 15, the platform load minus the average of 14.98, and then dividing them by the platform load times 100%, which yields to an answer of 0.13% for the percent error at trial number 1. The next table shows the sensitivity of the platform balance. So there are two subdivisions of the tables. We have the upper stops and the lower stops. So the calculations here are relatively simple. We just have to subtract. Well, for the upper stop difference, we have to subtract the initial reading by the final reading. So an example would be for trial 1, which is um, 14.97 minus 14.32, which results to 0.65 kilograms of difference. That is again the upper stop difference. So for the lower stop difference, the calculations for it will be to subtract the final reading by the initial reading. So for trial 1, again, as a sample, it would be 15.81 minus 14.97, which results to a lower stop difference of 0.84 kilograms. Lastly, this is the leverage ratio. So the calculation for this one is shown here below. We have the W load over the W counterweight. So the load is this one from the reading, and then the counterweight will be this one. So this is the example for this first trial. So we just divide the 0.505 kilograms of the reading, and then by the 50 kilogram of the counterweight, which results to 0.01. So that will be all for our preliminary datasheet number 4. Once again, I am the representative for group number 1, and thank you very much for listening.